Welcome to JBSports. Today it's just a video. It's not a podcast episode. I think today, for a while, I've been thinking about just making videos as well as podcast episodes. So I'm going to keep the podcast episodes going. We're going to keep pumping those out. But I'm also going to make some videos here and there just because it's more fun for me. And I've been having some ideas that, I don't think are good. They're not bad to put on the podcast, but I think the podcast is more for just talking. So these videos could help me out more with my ideas and getting stuff out there. Because I think I have things I want to do, but I just can't fit it in. So, or they get outdated by the time I can say it. So, but today we're getting into my Money in the Bank predictions. This is a full video because I talk about it on the podcast, but I just want to make a full video saying it. So we're going to get into it. First match, World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest as the champ versus Seth Rollins. I've said this many times before. You think money matches, you think making money, you think more credibility, you think Gunther versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Damian Priest has not been a bad champ, but he hasn't had as many credible wins as Seth Rollins had with the title. He didn't beat Seth, and Damian Priest, his defense against Drew, CM Punk screwed Drew McIntyre out of it. The Judgment Day have interfered in some matches. So you think Damian Priest's title reign hasn't been bad, but one, he hasn't been defending it as much as Seth Rollins did. The matches haven't been bad, but I think Seth Rollins had some more banger matches. So I think more credibility, and Seth Rollins all time. He's got the accomplishments, he's got the title reigns, he's got a Money in the Bank win. Damian Priest does too, but he's got more accomplishments than Damian Priest. And I think just a money match. I'd rather see Seth versus Gunther, in my opinion. But I think you want credibility, you want a more important first title win for Gunther. It's versus Seth Rollins. No, nothing bad against Damian Priest. He's had a okay title reign, a good title reign, but it's just not the right person going to SummerSlam, in my opinion. Next, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match: Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Chad Gable, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre. I'm going to eliminate 3 right off the bat. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk or AJ Lee's going to screw him if AJ Lee comes back. There's been rumors that would be fun, but I don't know if it will. LA Knight, he's in a feud against Logan Paul for the U.S. title. He's not going to cash in for the U.S. title. That's happened before. That was terrible. So he's not winning, in my opinion. Andrade, I love Andrade. He does good in-ring work. He's not getting pops right now like he deserves. He's not getting time. So unfortunately, Andrade, he'll add some crazy stuff to this match, but I don't think he'll win. So that leaves Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, and Chad Gable. These 3 all have good reasons to win. Jey Uso, he's on a different type of run right now. He gets all the fans into it. He's loved by everybody. He's just going crazy right now. He gets insane pops. He's a good wrestler, so that's some of the reasons. And him as a champ would be really fun. Carmelo Hayes off of NXT, amazing NXT champ. He needs his moment on the main roster to really start to skyrocket him because he's had some good matches. He's had some good moments, but he needs that moment, and the Money in the Bank win could be that moment for him. And he'd just be good with the Money in the Bank title, which I'll get to in a second. Chad Gable, if he starts Team Gable with the Creed brothers, modern day Team Angle, that would be great to have him as their higher champion. Chad Gable, he's a perfect wrestler. He puts on banger matches. He's pretty good on the mic, so he could win a title, be the leader, have the Creed brothers win the tag team titles off of Judgment Day, and then you can have Ivy Nile do the women's wrestling for him, which is probably what is a better version of Alpha Academy than Chad Gable. So you can get to that. Chad Gable's hey, this is my new team. They're better than you guys. They feud with Alpha Academy to start off, destroy them. But that's for another video. Then you have, so going back to Carmelo. Carmelo, he's a snivy heel who's overconfident, and he's a D-bag. He's just straight confidence. that's a great trait for a Money in the Bank holder. He goes in, he's like, oh, I can cash this in whenever I want. I can cash this in on whoever I want. It's on my time. He can just be like that all the time. He's like, oh, am I going to cash it on you? Am I going to cash it on you? Like, it would be perfect for him to hold. The promo's amazing. The tricks he could be doing, no pun intended on tricks, William, but he could be playing tricks. It would be amazing. Jey Uso, a lot of people want to see him as champ. He'd be an entertaining champ. He's had some great promos recently, great matches. He's one of the highest baby faces right now, so it would work for him well. And then Chad Gable, like I said, Team Gable, high champ. The other three in the faction would get some championships that would work well. And then you could see him try to cash in, and then the Wyatt Six get on his case. Once that finishes, you can see him try to cash in on Gunther. You know, we'll see where that goes on with it, but no one's going to cash it in quickly. Gunther's having a lengthy title reign. Cody's having a lengthy title reign. These two, one ended a historic title reign, Cody. One made a historical title reign, Gunther. Probably the best Intercontinental Champion of all time, in my opinion. The matches, the promos, the segments, everything was amazing. So both of them are going to have some pretty lengthy title reigns, at least 1 year for Gunther. So it's going to be pretty close to the next Money in the Bank before someone cashes in my opinion. But basically, Chad Gable, I would love to see him win it, but I think the Wyatt Six could screw him out, so I'm going to go between Jey Uso and Carmelo. Jey Uso could win it, but I feel like the bloodline stuff is going to start getting him back into that, so we might not have time for Money in the Bank. Like I said, it could take a while, so I could see Jey not winning it. But honestly, Carmelo would be great, but I'd be okay seeing Carmelo win this. So, honestly, Carmelo. Both of them have really good reasons to win this. I think Carmelo needs this moment more. I'm going to go with Carmelo. I think Jey can get some title matches just by his stardom right now. Carmelo needs this one to really get himself into the stratosphere as a star. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany, Naomi, Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark, you're gone. Io Sky, you're gone. Zoe Stark, not a big star. Not a lot of people like her. She's a good wrestler. She just doesn't have the charisma. Io Sky, she won it last year. She's not on CM Punk's timing. She's not going to win it 2 years in a row, in my opinion. You're out of there. Naomi, great wrestler. Puts on some good promos. She's starting to become that person that puts people over, in my opinion. Naomi's out. You got Lyra, Tiffany, and Chelsea. Lyra, she needs that moment, but I don't think it's her moment yet. I think she needs to work on her promos a little more, because sometimes it's kind of it's not her fault, but sometimes it's kind of hard to understand what she's saying, and I just don't think she cuts the promos she needs to yet. So I'm gonna get rid of her. She's great in ring, but I just don't think it's her time yet, especially after eating that pin at Money, the Queen of the Ring, which was a nasty pinfall by Nia. So it leaves Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton. I love these two. Chelsea, she's really funny. She can wrestle. She just hasn't been able to do that for a while just because her character, the Karen. Tiffany Stratton, amazing in ring, amazing promos. She's going to be the future of women's WWE. Tiffany is, I could say, both of them could win this, but I think Tiffany, she's going to be such a big star really soon that I think she can start to get matches without needing the Money in the Bank. It's like with Jey, she's becoming as that big of a star where she's not going to need the Money in the Bank to get matches and possibly win. Chelsea, on the other hand, the way her character is going, she needs that Money in the Bank to win. At least at first, and then she's going to get some weasel wins in there and then kind of become not credible, but an okay champ. So I think maybe she wins this, Piper Niven helps her, of course. Then SummerSlam, Nia maybe beats Bayley. Bayley maybe retains. Chelsea Green starts walking up. Nia, Bayley, whoever's there, she's like talking trash. She's like, come on, let's go. Like Chelsea's walking out with the women's Money in the Bank, holding it up. And then just you see Piper just from the back just completely just flatten them. Chelsea gets the win. Chelsea becomes women's champion, becomes just a weasel champ. That would be, I would love to see that. I think a lot of people would actually love to see Chelsea Green as champ. The way her character is, it's funny, it's annoying at sometimes, but I could definitely see Chelsea getting that win. Intercontinental champion, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. I would love to see Braun Breaker win this IC title, but he's going to get it very soon. I think he gets it at SummerSlam because the storyline going right now between Braun and a bunch of the other wrestlers, Braun's not going to win today. He's going to lose by disqualification or win by disqualification because Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, amazing match. Someone's going to intervene. Sheamus or Ludwig, so they can make it a triple threat at SummerSlam or a fatal four-way at SummerSlam. Because those would be amazing matches between the 4 or the 3. Sheamus would only be in it if it's the 3. Ludwig, he's not bad. I could see him inserted as the 4th. But whatever happens, someone's going to intervene. The title's not going to be switched at this pay-per-view, but definitely at the next. So I would love to see Braun win, but I do not think it's his time yet. But the match between Sami Zayn, Sheamus, Braun, and Ludwig would be a banger. Anytime you have Sheamus in a triple threat or a 4-way, it's automatically a banger for some reason. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton versus the Bloodline. After last night, the Bloodline need this win, but Solo also needs this win. After calling out Roman, saying he's not man enough, saying I'm the tribal chief, if you want this back, come get me, come fight me for it. Crazy to call out Roman like that, especially when you said losing has consequences while you lost 34 matches in a row, but we won't talk about it for storyline reasons. So this one, I think the Bloodline is winning no matter what. I think the best person to take the pin for Cody, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton is Kevin Owens, as Kevin Owens is probably the one that is going to be the least in storylines after this. Cody, after Solo, if they go that way for the championship, he'll retain. But the next challenger, in my opinion, to be the best one after this is Randy. You've seen the pictures, you've seen the videos. Randy has been looking at Cody's title like a hawk. Every single segment you see those three in, he's looking at it. Randy wants that title. Randy wants to challenge him for it. So sometime soon, you're going to see them celebrating, and you're going to see Cody come off the ropes and get absolutely RKO'd out of nowhere, obliterated by Randy Orton. As that's just the next challenger. That's a really good challenger for Cody to increase his credibility as champ. And it's just be a really fun match because those two are amazing. They have such a story in WWE. Legacy, the WrestleMania triple threat they had. Cody can finally get his win back, get over Randy in a sense. So I think Kevin Owens takes the pinfall here, makes Solo more credible, Mr. Weekend. He gets the Bloodline more credible. And it'll start setting up for the new Bloodline versus the old Bloodline. Because eventually I think Jimmy, Jay, and Roman are going to be baby faces all together versus the Bloodline, the new Bloodline, the Mafia, in my opinion, just because what Solo wears. They're going to be the heel group, which is going to set it up for eventually. So you got to start making Solo more credible now so he's not... So when he goes against Roman, if he wins, it's not like, what the heck? I don't think he will. I don't think he should, because Roman Reigns is just this figure in wrestling that's going to go down in history as one of the best runs or the best run in championship history. he doesn't have the days, but the segments, the matches, everything, like, it was amazing, Roman's run. And they want Roman back over Solo, so you got to start making Solo more credible. Get Bloodline their win, because they need that. Get Solo a win, because he needs that. Out of the Bloodline, he needs a win the most, because people are clowning him. They're saying he hasn't won. He needs that win. So you get him the win. It helps Solo. It helps the Bloodline. It sets up for Cody versus Solo if you go for that at SummerSlam, which Roman could intervene. You could see anything. And then if Cody wins, you can see Randy Orton RKO Cody at the end of it. So we'll see where it goes. But the Bloodline need to win this. Solo needs to get them in. So that has been my Money in the Bank predictions. Like I said, I'm going to try to make some more videos just for like my own ideas that I want to do. I'll probably do some like tier lists for WWE, maybe some other sports. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoy Money in the Bank tonight. If you are watching, enjoy the show, and I will see you in the next video or podcast episode. Bye.